Here are 20 amazing features on a brand new 2023 Tesla Model X. If you didn't already guess, we're going to start off with the Falcon doors. These have to be the most incredible doors that I've ever seen on any car. I was a pretty big Tesla hater before I went and test drove a few Teslas, and now I'm pretty impressed, and I definitely want to own a Model X in the future. These Falcon doors, the way that they open up and close, they're so much more convenient. When you're trying to get in and do anything, if you have like the kids in the child seat, there's just so much more room here. You're not banging up against an open door. There's just so much space that allows you to get in and get out. Not to mention the fact that you can open and close them all from the touchscreen at the front. So you as a parent, you don't need to come and open the door for your kid. You can just click the button, it opens, and click it and it closes. So yeah, these Falcon doors are definitely amazing. When you're ready to close the doors, just slip a button right here. It's gonna close behind you. Now let's take a look at some other interesting features around the rest of the car. At the front of the Model X, there isn't a grille that allows a lot of air to go through. It's just whatever Tesla wanted to do with the design. There's a little bit of open flaps at the bottom for the air conditioning unit, but other than that, the Tesla doesn't need cooling down like a traditional engine. We have the upper and lower high beams, but then your turn signals are down below. I kind of like what Tesla has done with the design, not to mention you get a frunk underneath the front hood. Now, you do have to click the button on the inside in order to open it. There doesn't seem to be a button at the front here, but once you open it, look at all of the cargo room that you're gonna get at the front. On the side, we have massive 20-inch aero wheels, as well as a massive front braking system that helps with all of the Model X's weight. We also have the side camera here that points towards the rear. There's another camera by the driver's door. When you want to lock or unlock your car, you just take the key pass and you just tap it right here below that camera, and the car locks or it unlocks. When you're trying to get into the driver's seat, there's the door handle bar here, and on either side, you just press. It's going to pop that door open, then you can push it the rest of the way. Same thing with the Falcon doors. Before I get any farther into the video, make sure you guys please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. It does help me out with YouTube's algorithm. At the back of the vehicle is where you're going to find the charging port. So just tap here, and it powers open for you. And you should just kind of close it a little bit. It senses that and closes for you. The Tesla Model X does have a pretty tall rear end with a big spoiler that's popping in from the top. When you want to open the trunk, just right below the S, there's the button for the full power tailgate. This is the 7-seat option, and if you want to drop those rear seats, there's a button on the side. Just click, push forward. Nice and simple like that. And then there's tons of additional storage down below in the trunk area. When you're ready to close the trunk, just a button at the top, and it's going to power down. All right, now let's hop into the back seats and explore all the room back here. So with the driver's seat in my driving position, I have plenty of knee room. I have lots of headroom, which is pretty cool. I also have a full display screen here for the rear climate control, 2 USB-C ports, and these seats can fold down as well. This toggle right here allows the seat to move forward and back. This one right here will drop it down, so you can have a lot of flat storage space. Surprisingly, with all the tech that Tesla offers in this car, the back seats are pretty normal. I mean, besides these doors. Now let's hop in the front seat and show you guys everything up there. Up in the driver's cockpit, the thing that amazed me the most is this massive windshield. Most of their cars will have their windshield come up to about here where the rear view camera is, and then its roof. With the Tesla Model X, it's windshield all the way from the front, all the way to behind your head, which gives you just this incredible view at nighttime. You can look up at the stars at any point. The only downfall to that, I would say, would be the side sunshade, which is this one, snaps into place. You can extend it, but it doesn't fully block out the sun as much on other cars. And then it comes around, snaps into place at the front. So it's kind of nifty, but a little bit odd would be the only downfall of having such a massive windshield. We have auto dimming mirror in the center. We have the interior camera for the dog mode that you can activate. I like how the Model X has a gauge cluster at the front and the screen, where some of the lower models, they just don't have a gauge cluster at all. Head-up display does not seem to be an option, but you have so much other tech in the car that you almost forget that head-up display is missing. The steering wheel is a little bit odd because you have the turn signals on the steering wheel, not on a turn signal stick. You also have a horn button, not as the airbag. So a couple differentiating features there compared to normal cars, and the massive infotainment screen. And one of my favorite things that you can do for the display screen is you can tilt this center display screen. So you can either have it center, right, or you can have it tilted towards the left for the driver's cockpit. I've never seen any other manufacturer that offers their infotainment system to tilt like that, which is incredible. You have 2 wireless device charging trays with a nice Alcantara pad. You can also control your transmission through the bars down here or on the screen. So to go into drive, you just swipe up and you're in drive, swipe down in your reverse, and all of your cameras pop up. One thing that does boggle me though is with all these cameras and everything, Tesla doesn't have the front camera showing here, which is a little odd. But they offer so much more stuff. Before we get into the infotainment system, let's take a look around the cockpit. You have a center console here with two storage spaces. One will push forward and the cup holders will push back, and then you have deep storage space down below. I like to just leave them up at the front just like this, but then you can also cover it completely like that. There's another storage space in the center here, so lots of storage space in the front, but I haven't been able to find any charging ports up at the front. So while they do offer 2 wireless device charging trays, I don't seem to find anywhere to plug in my phone besides the 2 USB-C cables at the back. So I guess you could plug in back there and bring them forward, but it seems a little odd that I don't have a single USB-C port up at the front. Now, let's talk a little bit about this infotainment system. There is so much stuff that you can do in the infotainment system. Controls, you can open up all your doors, the trunk, the front trunks, the recordings. You know, if you want to adjust your mirrors or your steering wheel, you have to come into the display and then go ahead and activate through that in order to adjust your mirrors. You can raise and lower your suspension. There's a whole suspension tuning section in here. Pedals and steering. So there's chill mode for acceleration, sport mode, and insane mode. And insane mode is insane. There's also the drag strip mode. You can set your steering. So much adjustability that you can do with everything in the car. Setting the charging limit. There's autopilot, auto steer, or beta has been initialized. The locks, the lights. We're in the display menu for a little bit. Trips, navigation, and this is all just in your car settings, because then you come over here and you also have a toy box with so much more things, with a light show, a boom box for replacing the horn sound. Like, I don't know why you would want to, but you can replace the horn sound. Why would you ever want your horn to be like that? But okay. You can also do farting sounds around the cabin. Once again, no idea why you'd want this. You can also make your turn signal fart. There's the sketch pad. You can make the Mars, your navigation turn into Mars, which I don't even know why. There's the Santa mode, which is actually pretty funny. Gauge cluster goes into Santa mode and your vehicle then becomes Santa and his reindeer. You can spread cheer with the jingle on the outside of the vehicle. There's so much that you can do. There's also Rainbow Road. So when the autopilot is on, there'll be a Rainbow Road, which is pretty cool to see. So just so much that you can do in the entertainment side. And then there's also more apps that you can get into. I don't want to get into all of that, but if you own a Tesla, you'll spend 3 years learning all the infotainment system that this car has to offer. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys appreciated this. 20 interesting features on the 2023 Tesla Model X. I certainly have enjoyed my time with this car. And the great thing is that if you guys are interested in getting into a Tesla, all you have to do is go to the Tesla website, find a location near you, and just click the demo drive. It's so simple, so questions asked. They are changing the game unlike any other manufacturer. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys liked on the Model X, and I'll see you guys on the next video.